Hi, my name is Angeline Marie and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'll be going over all of my first trimester symptoms, as well as a recap of my first trimester, essentials, and things that you need to do during your first trimester to prepare yourself for the next. If you are interested, just keep on watching. A little bit about myself. I am a first-time mother. I am 23 years old. I just graduated college. This is my first pregnancy. Currently, I am about 27 weeks pregnant, so I'm almost done my second trimester. I want to go back and do a recap of my first trimester so I can document this and also share my knowledge and things I have gone through with you all. I will be making a second trimester symptom video, so if you are interested, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below so you don't miss that video. I'll also be sure to upload pictures of my bump because I know people love looking at the baby bumps. So I have a few pictures that I'll insert somewhere around here so you can see my little baby bump that I had during my first trimester. Well, it may be little to some and it may be big to some because all bumps are different. One of my first symptoms that I experienced during my first trimester was tiredness. If you are in your first trimester, you know that tiredness is real. Don't listen to what your boyfriend tells you. It's real. I had a full-time job, 9 to 5. I would work, come home, try to eat something, and lay down around 7 o'clock at night, and I'd be knocked out cold the whole entire night up until the morning and still be exhausted for work during the day and be falling asleep at work. The exhaustion is real. My second symptom that I experienced during my first trimester, a lot of women seem to talk about this, but for some reason I didn't really think I was going to experience this, is nausea. You guys, nausea is nausea is not fun. I did not have excessive nausea or vomiting. I know some people experience excessive nausea and vomiting during their first trimester, but I didn't experience that. I did, however, throw up a few times, and I didn't lose too much weight or anything because of that, but because of my nausea, it led me to have my third symptom, which is food aversions. A lot of people talk about cravings and things like that, but I'll have nausea and not crave anything and not want to eat. This is also a reason why I took my pregnancy exam. I had sopa de res, and if you don't know what sopa de res is, one, you need to try it because sopa de res is bomb, but it's beef soup, and I had beef soup the day that I decided to take my pregnancy test. I bit into the beef and immediately I needed to throw up. I was like, I need to go to the bathroom. I projectile vomited and took a pregnancy test, and that thing came back positive. So if you're having food aversions, try to take a pregnancy test. It might not hurt, and you'd be surprised how it comes back. The two go-to foods that I loved during my first trimester was tomato soup from Potbelly. Now, if you're throwing up, this might not be a good option for you because of the acidity, and throwing up tomato soup, I mean, throwing up in general is disgusting, but throwing up tomato soup, sis, no. But my holy grail, my godsend during my first trimester was Smoothie King. I loved Smoothie King. Smoothie King was bomb. And this is not sponsored by Smoothie King, although Smoothie King, hit me up. I love Smoothie King because there's so much vitamins and nutrition in your smoothies that you're taking. And also Smoothie King, you can add a prenatal multivitamin into your smoothie. So you're getting that multivitamin that you should already be taking by now. And it's easier to digest and you don't feel like you're missing out on meals. I mean, during your first trimester, you should really just try to eat and consume as much vitamins and nutrition that you can, because even though you're feeling sick, you are creating a whole entire baby inside of you. My fourth symptom, my boyfriend, shout out to my boyfriend, will be very familiar with, is lightheadedness and dizziness. Now, right before I found out I was pregnant, I was working out almost every single day. It was summertime, it was 90 degrees out, so I didn't really necessarily link this symptom to pregnancy until afterwards. But I remember going on car rides with him, and he would be driving and he'd make a turn or whip the car like I don't know what, and I would be like ready to just pass out. And I would look at him and be like, can you please stop turning that way because I am going to vomit. Now, if you can relate, thumbs up this video because I know I am not the only one out here that had that symptom. Now, my next symptom is kind of strange because I know that this usually comes during your second trimester, but I experienced this during my first trimester, and that is a heightened sense of smell. Now, ladies, if you have a heightened sense of smell, it is not like, before you're pregnant, some people feel like they have like a police dog nose, or you can sniff anything out. But listen to this. I was driving to work with my windows rolled up in the morning, and I'm smelling something.
Do you smell it? That smell. The kind of smelly smell. The smelly smell that smells smelly.
Like someone smoking, and I'm looking around and I don't see anyone smoking near me. I keep on driving and I realize that there is a person smoking 4 cars down from me, and I can smell it with my windows up. You have a superpower. You can smell anything, although that might not be good. Comment down below if you have experienced a weird symptom that you thought you wouldn't experience at all. Make sure you check out the comments to see what other people have wrote, because I'm super interested in knowing what weird things us pregnant ladies experience. My sixth symptom is weird pregnancy dreams. I had a weird pregnancy dream that I went to my ultrasound, and up on the ultrasound screen there were 4 placentas. 2 heartbeats, but 4 placentas, and my doctor told me, we don't know if you're having 4 kids, we don't know if you're having 2 kids, but there are 2 heartbeats, so we do think you're having 2 kids. I'll tell you, I woke up that morning and I told my boyfriend, I think I'm having twins. Twins run in my mom's side of the family a lot. My first cousins are twins, my grandma had sets of twins. I was convinced that I was having twins. My last symptom that I want to go over, and it is going to get a little deep here, so if you get triggered with depression or anxiety, then just skip a little bit forward ahead of this video. My last symptom that I experienced was anxiety. Now, I'm a first-time mother, but I know you don't have to be a first-time mother to experience this. You could be having another kid, you could even be a father watching this video. Just to inform yourself that's experiencing anxiety. This wasn't a planned pregnancy for me and my boyfriend. So when I found out that I was pregnant, and I had just graduated college, he had graduated college, he was renting a room right off campus, we weren't living together, our living situation wasn't really set up. Anxiety really hits you as a parent, and you want to be prepared and you want to feel like you have everything together at that moment. I can say though, it gets better. You will get everything together. There are so many people that you can talk to that are around you. You'd be surprised how many people want to help and how many people have advice to give you. If you have a friend or a mother or a sister or cousin, try to reach out to them. You'd be surprised at how many people out there want to give you advice and want to help you through this moment. I'm going into my second trimester, and I can honestly say that my anxiety has gotten so much better, and I'm so glad that I have my boyfriend here because he has really helped with this journey. And I can say that I'm feeling so excited for the future and just like experiencing my pregnancy and like really just being in the moment and feeling like I'm becoming a mother. I mean, some people, will feel like they already are a mother. Like they can feel their little jelly bean inside of them. Next, I want to talk about some essentials really fast. A few apps that I love, and I know a lot of you guys know about this, but it's for a reason. The What to Expect app always keeps you updated, but I love the community tab on this. The community section in What to Expect offers so much. There's so many women just like you, just like me, that are out there looking at these different discussions. You can get so much information from women who have gone through different situations, who are part of your age group, who live near you. There are so many different discussion boards on there, and I can spend a whole video talking about the community tab on What to Expect. Another thing is I love having a insulated water bottle. I have a Yeti insulated water bottle that really keeps your water cold, but you don't really need a whole Yeti because those things are expensive, but they're worth it. During your first trimester, it's really hard to like keep anything down. I take my water bottle to work, fill it up, and I'm constantly drinking water so I stay hydrated, and you definitely want to stay hydrated while you're pregnant. Lastly, I mentioned this earlier in the video, but Smoothie King. Okay, Smoothie King will literally hook you up. If you love smoothies, I would try Smoothie King. So a few things that you need to do during your first trimester is, one, you need to get an OB/GYN and figure out what doctor office works for you. You want to do your research. You want to find one that's good for you, because more than likely you want to stay with the same OB/GYN. I mean, you can change in the future, but it kind of gets difficult. So really do your research. Ask people that you're friends with who live around you where they have gone to if they had kids. You want to start researching about insurance. If you do not have insurance right now, that is an important thing that you need to set up and figure out now. That way it doesn't really affect you too much later in the future, and especially when you go into labor and delivery, having insurance will really help cover a lot of your finances. So I recommend you doing some research online, looking up an insurance that you can apply for if you do not have insurance. Another thing that you should be doing during your first trimester, which is a given, but I am going to say this anyway, you should not be smoking. You should not be drinking alcohol. Please cut these things out, just because you're doing more harm than good to your baby. Your baby's growing at a crazy rate, and this is a vital time where the egg could be miscarried. So you just want to make sure that you're doing everything right and trying to really provide a safe and healthy environment for your baby. Also, make sure once you figure out who your OB/GYN will be and where your doctor office is located at, make sure you call them and tell them that you would like to set up an appointment to confirm your pregnancy. Now, some people will automatically confirm your pregnancy and do the checkup appointment at the same time. I didn't. I had to confirm my pregnancy first, which is a whole nother appointment. You go in, take a urine sample, and you also do some blood work, and they'll confirm your pregnancy, and then you'll set up your prenatal appointment. Also, be excited because you're gonna have your first ultrasound during your first trimester. You're getting to see your little jelly bean in your womb, and you'll also get to figure out what your due date is. Find foods and drinks that work for you. I love Smoothie King. I could have soups that did not have too much solids in them. That worked for me, but it might not work for you. Anything that your body really wants at that time, try to go for it, because you don't really want much. At least I didn't really want much at that time. Try to find something that works for you, because you need to feed your baby, you need to feed yourself. Tell your close friends and family. I told my very close family and my very close friends during my first trimester, and having that support group is so great. Having people that are also excited for your newborn baby to come and your family that's building is such a great feeling, and I'm so glad that I have these people that I can lean on and that are there to support me. And lastly, just try to get some sleep and relax, because you're going to be exhausted. Your body is working overtime. You're building a whole entire baby. Give yourself a break. Go to sleep early. It's okay. Leave the chores for another day. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to tell your significant other that you need help or you need time to sleep. Make sure you give yourself enough time. So that's the recap for my first trimester. I will be making a second video since I'm almost done wrapping up my second trimester. So if you want to watch that video, make sure you subscribe down below so you don't miss any more videos that I'll be coming out with. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Snapchat. My Instagram and Snapchat handles will be linked down below. Don't forget to thumbs up this video if you found it relatable or if you enjoyed this video. Until next time, see ya.